You just blew up your engine. Wah, wah. Don't let that be the end of your story. There are a lot of options when it comes to replacement engines for your Focus ST. This is one of them in this box. We're going to show it to you. This is a version of a good replacement motor. This is a Ford OEM short block. Comes nicely packaged in this crate. It's very, very available. It's quickly available. It's one of the many options that's available to you when it comes time to put a new motor in your car. We all know that there's a lot of inconvenience around blowing up an engine. There's a lot of options in order to replace it. This is just one viable option. It comes in this beautifully manufactured wooden crate. So it's gonna stay safe. You know, this is gonna go on a freight truck. It's not gonna get pounded by the conveyor belt and tunnel and ramp system of UPS ground or FedEx ground. This is going freight. It's gonna be put onto a truck and sent straight to your door. Obviously, all the plastic keeps it debris free during transit, and comes packaged twice, really. So we're gonna pull this plastic back here. We're gonna pull this thing out of here. You can see, I mean, beautifully manufactured piston, nice clean deck. The casting is super clean. It's brand new, never been on a car, straight from Ford. Let's pull this thing out of the box and take a look at it. This is exactly what you're going to get at your doorstep when you order one on edgeautosport.com. It is fully assembled. It's got bearings, crank. It even has the balance shaft in there, actually. So a lot of you guys that want to eliminate that, maybe take out some of that parasitic loss that you're gonna experience while you don't have an oil pan on there, you can take that off. But anyway, you know, it's got the pistons, rods, everything is fully assembled. Obviously you're gonna need gaskets, timing cover, you know, your clutch, all that stuff you still have to assemble onto here. But this is the meat and potatoes of a new engine build anyway. A lot of times you'll get a built motor from any given performance company and you're buying a short block. That's exactly what this is. You know, one of your questions is probably, why the hell would I get a Ford OEM short block when mine just failed and it's not made to handle the power that, you know, a performance short block with Manley rods and Manley pistons or Moly pistons would hold? That's a great question. And the truth is, it's not as nice as an equivalent motor that has those components in it. But the thing about a blown motor is sometimes it fails just because it's worn out. You know, a ringland has cracked because, you know, it's just seen too many revolutions. A rod, you know, just loses its ability to, you know, maintain its shape over that long. And especially, you know, if you have like 350 horsepower going through it, a lot more boost, a lot more torque, you know, you're gonna beat the motor up. The fact that let's pretend it lasted 50,000 miles at that range, that doesn't necessarily mean that this motor is bad. So the one convenient thing about this motor is it's available a lot quicker than a lot of performance motors out there. At the end of the day, taking it to a machine shop is not the most convenient thing for a lot of people. So an alternative is putting this OEM block back in your car. It gets you up and running a lot faster. It's pre-built, so you don't have to pay for machining. You don't have to pay for assembly. You take this, and as long as your cylinder head is good, you get a new head gasket, get a new gasket kit, and put it back in your car. Again, is it the best option when it comes to handling the most power? Definitely not. I would never recommend this over a built motor with H-beams and you know, 2618 Manley pistons, especially if you're going 500, you know, horsepower or more. But very few of us are doing that. A lot of us are kind of aiming towards that 350 to 400 range. So this thing, we've seen this exact block handle that power for many miles, dozens of thousands of miles. And to have that sort of power and to have the convenience of just being able to pop it back in, it's definitely a viable alternative to a built motor. So this thing came straight from our shelf to do this video. These are readily available. You know, they can ship out quick. They're not like building a motor, so it's ready to go. If you have any questions, please let us know. Head on over to the site to check it out. We'll put a link in the description. Thank you very much for watching.